Well, Jeff, we have got a super soaker out there, and it is just, it's horrible out there. It's been dark all day.
It's been gloomy out there today. And, you know, you're referencing these temperatures behind us. That's kind of getting lost in all this because it's so rainy, because it's so windy. Look at these gusts, almost 45 to 50 miles per hour right now. Look at the temperatures, though. They're in the 60s. Here we are in December.
I know.
But it's not a day where we can really enjoy them because it's so rainy.
Exactly.
I want to talk about something you said before. You said, rain, rain, go away. Yes, we want this storm to go away because we don't want this wind, but we do need this rain. I do not want to discount that. We certainly do to get that drought under control, and we will continue seeing improvements in the drought category as we go forward here. Again, this is just one of those storms, these slop storms with all the rain and wind and the coastal concerns as well. We could do without that aspect of it. The visibility is limited right now, but this isn't fog. This is because the rain intensity right now is causing visibility issues. So if you're getting set to head on home for the evening, pack your patience, take it slow. You'll get there just okay as long as you are, not driving aggressively. With all the ponding on the roads right now, yes, this is not snow, but this is certainly nothing that you want to be out driving in if you can avoid it. But a lot of us cannot avoid it, so just play it safe out there. 50s and 60s, again, very warm conditions this afternoon. This is what happens during the winter. Usually when you get these warm days like this, it's some sort of storm bringing the warmth up from the south. Very rarely do you have a 65-degree day in December where the sun is shining. It happens, but it's not all that common. And yes, we want to hark back to November, the first week of November when it was sunny and 80. That doesn't happen very often. I mean, evidenced by how many records that we hit, and those records for Providence TF Green going all the way back to the early 1900s. So it just goes to show you how rarely something like that occurs. Speaking of how far south is this air coming up from, let's widen out and take a look at this front from tip to tip. 2,184 miles, give or take, from the northern edge to the southern edge, which not only goes past the southern tip of Florida here, we'll go all the way down into the Caribbean. So we've got this warm moisture feed just shooting up the eastern seaboard, essentially like a fire hose. And again, maybe a little bit of a break right now for southeast Mass, but this radar is going to fill back in. We've got this heavy line of training rain. Notice it's moving very slowly from west to east. It's more so moving up from the south. And so that's why we're looking at continued localized flooding across the area as well. And you notice these wind gusts again as we head through the nighttime hours here. 55 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. We're going to start to see them once that front moves through. The winds begin to die down a little bit. It will still remain blustery. And look at this, a couple of showers back behind here changing over to snow. That's because we have cold air plunging in as we head into tomorrow. Nice sunny day out there, but again, we'll still be gusty at times. We're looking at another inch to inch and a half of rainfall on top of the already 1 to 2 inches that we've seen across the board out there. So we are going to verify more than likely that 2 to 3 inch rainfall forecast, but some of us could even maybe exceed the upper end by a little bit. This is what it feels like again this afternoon. It's in the 60s, so naturally it feels like the 60s, but now we have the cold air. It's the wind that really, really emphasizes the cold air here. So what we're waking up to tomorrow, it feels like the mid and upper 20s. And then as we go throughout the day, virtually the same. Look what happens tomorrow night into Friday morning. Feels like the teens and 20s. Worcester feels like 8 degrees waking up on Friday morning. So some frigid air to end the week. We'll be seeing actual temperatures in the 30s, but it's not going to feel like that. 43 on Sunday gets a little better. But again, a lot of times when we see warmer air this time of year, it's because there's some sort of weather system that's bringing it in. And that's exactly what's happening. Rain returning Monday into Tuesday. Temperatures 47 Monday, 54 on Tuesday. And then naturally, kind of a baby version of what we're experiencing now, Caitlin. The storm moves out, the colder air comes in. But it's not going to be as harsh, it looks like, later next week.